everybody? It's me, it's Irish Red, so you know it's Sunday. So, how is everybody this Sunday? And the very question is the music too loud? I have a new toy, and I also have a little bit, okay, I can fix that. Is that better? Hopefully that's a little bit better. I'm not gonna blare you guys out or anything. Awesome. So, it's Sunday, it's me, it's Irish, all that good stuff. I have a new review. I have a review coming up of this, the Turbo. Gotta talk about a spotlight on Jucifer and a couple news stories. So, how is everybody on this glorious Sunday day? Yes, the kazoo. That's kind of weak. Yes, you're doing awesome. Yeah, zip. Yeah, I did. Angels Vape 2. I did. Who? Okay. I'm not sure who your son is, but oh, hey FBG. Hey, how's it going? Yep, I was a year and a half ahead of him in school, or I think it was a year or 2 years. But yep, I was ahead of him in school. But yeah. So it's Sunday. So did anybody get any vape mail this week? Any kind of new awesome stuff to talk about? Because I didn't get any vape mail, but I did get the Turbo, so I did kind of get something. Went to a local B&M and bought it. Got some donut juice. Blue Eye Blonde's gonna get her first ever vape mail soon. Awesome. Once you get vape mail once, then it's like, I gotta get it again. And then you gotta have it again and again and again. So, once you get used to vape mail, you're gonna want it all the time. So. So I also have, yeah, it's just Christmas year round, because sometimes you order something, especially if you order places from like Fast Tech or GearBest or any of those places, and you forget what you ordered, and then it shows up at your mailbox. It's like, well, what did I order? And then it literally is like Christmas, and that is cool. As you see above me, I vote because it's big enough to. It's important to know your vaping rights, as well as also support those who are actually helping support the vaping community. So I have a special giveaway today, as well as I also have a massive giveaway from my spotlight that I'm going to be talking about, and that's going to be a little bit later. Oh no, sir. You and Searshaw only got vape mail twice? Oh no. He gets a lot of vape, and then FBG gets a lot of vape mail. Yeah. I've been on vape mail restriction lately. But today I've got the kazoo, as everybody says. It's the Turbo V2, which you can find at most B&Ms. I bought mine at Vapor Bank. Running it on my Sigelli 150. Chucking it at a whole 70 watts today. At a 0.5 build. Well, let me flip it around there so you guys can actually read what I'm doing. 70 watts, 0.5 build. And today it's just a simple dual coil. So you guys can see that. Just pretty simple. But, yeah. Pretty simple. Roll that beautiful kazoo sound. So, what happened in the news? Well, I found a couple stories, and one of these was brought to me by good old Vapin' Dave. He shared it, and it is from Utah People's Post. The biggest thing about this article is saying pyrazine additives make low tar and e-cigarettes as addictive as smoking tobacco. Okay, personally, first and foremost, I call bullshit. And they're trying to say that the pyrazine, which is a common additive, is why smokers go to the patch or why they stay smoking. And that's why light cigarettes or e-cigarettes don't taste as bad, because it offers, as the story quotes, it offers the rich and smooth taste that ensures the smoker has a similar experience to using nicotine. Okay, here's why I call bullshit. VG is what makes it smooth. PG is what makes your throat hit. VG is what gives you guys the smooth hit, makes the bigger clouds. The nicotine is just there because that's what we're used to taking in our bodies. That's what our receptors in our back of our heads are going after. It's not about that at all. So that's why I call bullshit on that, because our ingredients have vegetable glycerin, propylene glycol, nicotine, and the artificial flavorings or natural flavorings. 4 ingredients. Cigarettes have 11,000 ingredients on top, and that's why, like the adage I've been reading lately is the nicotine hooks you, the tar kills you, because that stuff is what coats in your lungs. But in all actuality, yeah, and 3,000 of them are toxic. I mean, there's arsenic in cigarettes, and that's a big problem. But yeah, here we have about four ingredients, all of which, in their own rightfulness, is by the FDA has been deemed safe. All 4 of them have been, on their own merits, deemed safe by the FDA. Okay, so that's why I call bullshit on that. So I mean, we're not taking in the bad stuff. We're doing what's best, and what's best for us is this. And it is in its own right a hand-to-mouth addiction, because we smoked for so long, for so many years, that we just got hooked on it. And now we vape, and now we have shiny-itis, which means we gotta get the newest, the biggest, the baddest thing that's out there. Or we just find something that works and we stick with it. It all depends on which way you go, depends on how you view it. But like my little picture over here, my rolling scroll bar over here, it's that don't be a vape snob, you know. If you find something that works, stay with it. If you want to upgrade and be like the rest of us, I want to find something that you just gotta have, hey, Jersey, welcome. If you just want to have something that works, you know, just find what works and stick with it. Because it's always gonna, as long as a day you're not smoking a cigarette is a good day. But don't be upset if you fall off the wagon either, because everybody falls off the wagon, whether it be with smoking or other things. But you know, everybody slips sometimes. So don't beat yourself up if you actually have a cigarette while you're vaping, because it happens. Happens to the best of us. But at the same time, hey, guess what? Every day that you're not smoking a cigarette is a day you get back in your life. And my dad still smokes. I've tried having a conversation with him about vaping, but I've had the conversation with him. He just chooses not to. He chooses to have the cigarettes, and I kind of, the smell turns me off. But at the same time, it's his choice, and I can't make him choose. He's got to want to try to vape. So I go about my vape, and I do what I do. Yes, I do work at a vape shop now. So I'm out there, like what I do here. I help, you know, people get set up. I help out newbies. I help out those that want something new. You know, it's just what I do. But at the same time, I'm always there helping somebody new get set up. you'd love to work at a vape shop. It's not bad. The stress level isn't as bad. Any job's going to have stress, no matter how you look at it. But for me, it's not that stressful. Mind you, not been working for 8 years. So this first week was kind of brutal on me because I haven't worked in so long. But it's not bad. The people are cool. You get to meet new people. You get to help people. Some people come in there knowing what they want. Some people come in there not knowing what they want, but they know they want to start vaping. So you meet all kinds of different people. And it's actually a humbling experience because I'm able to help people. And that's what I've always wanted to do, is I've always wanted to help people. And that's why my show is always geared towards advocacy and education, because every one of us that knows what's going on and what to do, then by all means, that's one person that's going to be able to know more about what's going on. And to me, that's the main message I'm trying to send. Now, we already know that I have my normal sponsor is E-Juice Girl. Oh, no problem, PA. I understand. During Chopper and Lisa's show, I was cooking dinner as well. We had Salisbury steak with mashed potatoes. But on top of my normal 30 ml that I give away from E-Juice Girl, this week I have a special giveaway, and that is Juicifer. Now you see, these bottles you won't get. These are my personal ones, but this is the whole 666 line of Juicifer. And you will get all 3 bottles in your nickel strength, whether it be 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, or 18. But I'm going to talk about them before I give them away. So yes, you are going to win a whole line. This is the first time for my show to ever give this away. I'm giving away a whole line of juice. So yes, you guys are going to have a chance to win a whole line of juice. So you may want to try and tell your friends that, hey, guess what? There's going to be a whole line given away. And I'm going to talk about each flavor individually. Yes. It is very awesome. I was actually offered to give this away. So I actually have a chance to do this, and this is a first for me, so I want to make sure that this goes as smooth as I can make it without like sounding like a total goof. So, but yes, I have a massive giveaway, but I want to talk about, vape mail. Wanted to talk about, stuff that's been going on, talk about that article. I've got one more I want to talk about. I've got the giveaway from E-Juice Girl. I'm going to go into detail about Juicifer, and I've also got my review of the Turbo. So, hope you guys stay around. Let your friends know that sometime between now and 4:30 there will be a full line giveaway. Now then, the other story I wanted to share, it comes from the News Herald in the Nation World section, and this story it's a little bit old. It's not that old, but I found it and I wanted to share it with you guys because it is important. Because in short, House Republicans are pushing to ease proposed government regulations for companies that sell e-cigarettes and other new tobacco products. And it's a spending bill that has been approved by the House subcommittee that prevent the FDA from requiring pre-market reviews of cigarettes that are already on the market. Basically, this falls into what I've been talking about with Casal's Bill 2058 that we are in support of, which is to change the grandfather date of vaping products and vaping items like your cigarillos, your turbos, your liquids, and stuff like that. So it keeps that on the market. And that basically they want to, what they want to do is they want to change the gray area. They want to define the gray area a lot better. But what the FDA wants to do is they want to put a leash on us. But obviously, as usual, Cigalikes are going to be exempt because they are already regulated under tobacco. What bothers me is that they're trying to lump this with cigarettes. Now, where I work at, we have the business license, but we also have a tobacco license because with HB 1432 that passed here, we basically are now covered as a tobacco. So it's considered a tobacco product. So it is happening. And what happened here can happen anywhere where all of you guys are. And that sucks a lot. That you guys can be screwed much like I was in my state here. Vaping Granny. Question, is not beet juice made from tobacco extract a tobacco product? I don't believe if it's zero nic. But, lobster, the FDA needs to release themselves. I can see that because is this, yes, tobacco is tobacco, but nicotine is nicotine. Nicotine is, oh, it's all a big mess. I'm gonna call it like it is. It's a clusterfuck. But what we're trying to do is I need you guys to go here. Let me type this up for you. Good. Oh, wouldn't hurt if I actually made it an actual link. Go to CASA. Join CASA. They fight for your rights. They also promote. They have lots and lots and lots of studies that were done to prove how this is better than a cigarette. There's plenty of them on there. So honestly, go there. Fight for your rights because it is your rights. And what can happen here? If you guys go answer the calls to action, support bills like 2058 that would change the grandfather date, you would actually be able to support your rights as a person, as a vapor. Join your brothers and sisters in arms. Because look at California, SB 140 was cast down this week, which was a win for us considering California hates vaping, and the bill got defeated. So honestly, you guys really need to be a part of CASA because you can be active in stuff like this. Join CASA, join the militia, fight for your rights, be involved. If you don't want to be involved, that's fine. But if you want to help save vaping, join CASA. I'm getting into the big leagues now. I'm no longer Team Baby Clouds with this. It's kind of interesting to be not a member of Team Baby Clouds anymore. So but that's where that is. So honestly, go be a part of CASA. Okay. Sir Kufu, the only ones who are against vaping are one, big tobacco companies are losing customers to vaping. That is true. Plus, they're not getting those big tobacco dollars from us vaping. Big pharma is losing cancer patients. I could agree with that. The uninformed that think anything inhaled and exhaled is smoke. Anyone else with a brain is all for vaping. I would have to agree with those. Because we're curbing and stopping our chances of actually getting lung cancer, and those who chew, who choose vaping as a way to get away from chewing. They're not going to get that. They're not going to get that mouth and lung cancer, the mouth and throat cancer, and then their jaws and stuff like that. because there are vape bans out there that say it's not smoke, it's vapor. It's essentially what it is. It's vapor. But yet we are lumped together with those who smoke because they're trying to blanket us under one nice little happy little package, put a little bow on it, and say we're all smokers. No, we made the choice to stop smoking and to start vaping. It is fun, Revolver. It is. I'm not gonna lie. It's fun. I got it because I thought it was cool. One of the guys at the shop has one. I'm like, oh, that is so cool. I had to have one. I had to have one. I had shiny-itis, and I bought it. It comes in black, zombie green, lime green, which looks like a zombie green, stainless black, and Tiffany blue. You can find it at most of your B&Ms, or I can give you guys the link to Vapor Bank where I purchased mine, where you guys can purchase yours too. You get amazing flavor. Oh yeah, so if I can take the cap off of here, if you guys can see down here, it has, let me get this right, spit guard. Who does not like a spit guard? No more juice popping up in your mouth. It's nice, Addy. So we're gonna go, hey, segue. We're gonna review this turbo. As you see, it's got the nice little ohm symbol on each side. It's got the vent at the bottom here, so it helps cool the vape. Let me pull up here. Not sure if I can get this to look just right. There we go. You can see there's a fan in there. It's kind of wet right now from where I've been vaping, but it has a fan in there. And you get this. It's a 3-post. Some people don't like using 3-posts. It's not my favorite, but 3 posts are still fine. You can still, like you can see, do a dual coil, or you can do a single coil. This is currently a 0.5 dual, and I have it at 70 watts. I normally like a mid vape. Not too cool, not too hot. I just like it just right, like Goldilocks. And as you see, I got my wire. KB Vapor. Some of the easiest, nicest stuff I've ever found. And thank you, Chopper, for this. Yes, the fan aerates the vapor, causing a denser vape. And yes, Goldilocks. I had a Goldilocks moment with this. As you can see, it produces a lot of vapor, but it tastes amazing. No problem, Chopper. It tastes amazing. The flavor is more pronounced than if you have, say, this Dark Horse. Okay? Still the same idea. This produces a pretty okay with a chuff, because it's got a chuff, as you can see. It's a 3-post atomizer. But this one, I just like this one. I'm finding myself going to this. I find myself going to this as my go-to. I usually tend to run my RDAs on my Sigeli, and I have an MVP 3.0 that I usually keep my tank on. But this is my go-to. This has become my new go-to. I do like this. If you can get used to the whizzing sound that it makes, well, take care of Oxide. I know you've been... Mutation X, my husband's got a V3, and he likes his, that's his go-to. This one has become my go-to. This has become the one that I prefer going to using, just because I like it. And I used to always say, oh, you know, clouds are great, but I want the flavor. This one will make you think clouds are awesome, and I really want that vape, and I really want the flavor. This kicks it. I mean, this was $39. This is the V2. You can find other clones. Let me see here. This is the package that mine came in. By tobacco. Let me turn it right. There we go. Haha. But it comes like this. Slide it apart. And it comes with a little thing that says that the turbine is made with polycarbonate. And then it has and it comes with your usual O-rings and screws. But as you see, I have a clear cap right here. But what I can show you, if I can get it out, is here, I'll just do it like this. You see that nice little shiny thing right there? That is another cap. So if you break your glass cap right here, you have this little cap right here as well. So I mean, you can run either way. And they've got two there in case you break the glass. And one would think, well, if I have a glass drip tip, my lips are going to get hot. It's going to burn. It's going to hurt like a sumbitch. No. No, it's not. Because it actually keeps it cool enough so that way you don't burn your lips. It's kind of like a chuff cap, but it's just... Here, see, it just pops off just like that. It's a nice little cap. There's only one fault that I find with this design here. There's only one fault I have with this, is as you can see, liquid pools up in it. Right around these little O-rings right here. It pools up. That is the only downfall I have on this, is that it actually pools up liquid. But it vapes great. I say, you know, this is my go-to. I mean, if you want to do that, that is fine. I'll drop a link here for where I purchased mine. I purchased mine from Vapor Bank. They're a local B&M here, but you can find them online. You can order from online. I mean, yeah. You can, if you do the right build, you could really chug. One of the guys at the shop I work at, he's got one, and he makes a thick, dense fog, and it just chugs. I have the same thing, but I have a different build, and I get cloud envy, because he just knows how to build it. He's been building a lot longer than me, so I do have cloud envy. So you guys have heard me yammer for a half hour now. Who would like a giveaway from my wonderful sponsor, E-Juice Girl? What is good at rebuilding that's capable of holding a lot of juice? There are a lot, actually. It all depends on how deep of a well it has. There are some that have small wells. There are some that have deep wells. I have a Bambino, and it has a very, very... yes, E-Juice Girl, yes. She is one of my sponsors, and I adore her. She's a sweetheart. Okay, hang on, guys, just a second. April, when I get mad when I do dual builds, one of my coils burns faster. Basically, what I would do, if you got that's basically considered a hot spot, you need to take your tweezers and push them together. So they fire in order together. Here. Let me take this apart. You do that. Because see, you gotta make sure that they look parallel to each other. So and you gotta make sure that you've got them centered. And they fire in unison. Yours may not be firing unison, or you may actually be having one of the wires touching each other, and that's what's probably causing it to fire like that. Yes, first thing I would do is I would pinch the coils. Pinch the coils and trim the extra legs off. Make sure that they're symmetrical. Make sure that your wraps, like if you have one coil that has 6 wraps, make sure that your second coil has the exact same amount of wraps. And make sure whenever you put them on the RDA that you pinch them together on each side as you pulse fire it to heat up the metal. Pinch them together so that way they can actually.
They're not wildfiring.
But don't do what. Just pulse it, get the wire hot, and then pinch it so that way it's still moldable. But don't pinch it while you're firing it because you have a chance of actually breaking the coil. And granted, there are some people who who have issues with PG. I know Vape and Dave. He has a reaction to PG. Like too much of it makes reacts with him. My husband, he has a reaction to PG. Too high of a PG, and it actually makes his lungs feel heavy. So he goes for a higher VG, like a 70-30 is the lowest he'll go. He usually vapes at an 80-20. But make sure that your legs that are on them are trimmed down and then small, but they're on the RDA because if one's too long, they could be misfiring. Also check your screws because you may have a loose screw, which is causing one not to make correct contact. Because that way you would actually be able to, so they would fire evenly. Those are about the best ideas that I have right off the top of my head on what could cause them to be misfiring. Hey, Chopper, we all have a screw loose, so I mean, it happens. It happens. Anyway, who would like a giveaway from E-Juice Girl? And no problem. We got some people who want some E-Juice Girl. Awesome. Do I have, Granny, could you pick a number between 1 and 10 for how many randoms we're going to roll for this beautiful 30ml bottle of E-Juice Girl? Okay, do I have a mod here that can roll 9 randoms for me? Thank you, Fishy. Can you roll 9 beautiful randoms for me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Winner is up. Now please make sure that you can tell me what you won. I know I've said it like about twice now. Okay, Vapeinator, do you know what you won? Juice Girls, good enough. Okay, I'm gonna have you go to her site over here. I want you to pick out your flavor. All of hers is 70-30. No problem, Granny. I want you to go there, pick out your flavor. And I want you to fill out this winner's form here. And I want you to fill it out. Put your screen name, your real name, your flavor, and your nick level. All of her juice is proprietary. It's 70-30 blend. Make sure that you don't use the save form data because it does not put everybody's full address in there. So I implore you to please type out your full address. And make sure you get that into me, preferably by around midnight tonight, so that way I can have it to be sent off. And you are welcome, Vapeinator. What's a good rebuildable dripping atomizer? Okay, my first one that I learned to build on was a Dark Horse, and it was a 3-post. But I found my niche in building on 4-post. Yes, Vapeinator, you pick one flavor. It's a 130ml bottle. No problem, Vapinator. And if you have any questions, you can contact myself or one of the mods. I can help you fill out the. If you have any questions. I'm kind of hooked on this stuff, guys, and I'm going to talk about it here in a few minutes because we've got another hour with me, and I'm going to actually. Okay, Vapinator with E-Juice Girl. I have tried. If you like cup, what's your flavor profile? Yeah, sir, I can send them to you. Just shoot me a PM after the show, and I can definitely be able to send those to you. Thank you, Vape and Tech. You like tobaccos and desserts. Okay, desserts. Hers, the one dessert that I've had of hers that I absolutely adore is actually the vanilla cupcake. Because to me, that vanilla, you get the. Gotcha, the vape snob, yeah. The vanilla cupcake, you taste the cupcake flavor. All the little nuances that would be considered in a cupcake. But she also has managed to somehow make an amazing butter, tastes like buttercream. So you taste the cupcake and you taste the buttercream icing, and it tastes great. And I have a 30 ml bottle of it, and I'm nursing it because it's just so good. Oh wow, I almost did something really, really painful. Mm. No problem, vaping here. But I know that some people like her butter pecan as well. Her butter pecan tastes like butter pecan ice cream. If you like butter pecan ice cream, I like butter pecan ice cream. I haven't finished the monkey paw yet. I am nursing that bottle like hell. I am nursing it. I'm trying to be sparse with it. I've been hitting back on my blackberry waffle. I've been on that kick again. So, let's see here. I haven't finished that yet, but let's see here. Let's talk about Juicifer. Juicifer is made by it's a brand that is carried at your vapor bank. Now I'm going to talk about Vapor Bank and Juicifer. I'm going to drop the link over here to the side here, where you guys can check it out. There's their Facebook page. Go over there, give it a like, because they do giveaways. They also let you know if they're having any sales, and they've had some massive sales lately. Like they had a summer sale a couple weeks ago that you could get an Atlantis tank for $20. That included the V2s. But you can also go there. They have a free giveaway every Friday. So, I mean, you'd be able to, on their Facebook page, so go over there, give it a like. But, Vapor Bank is based out of Evansville, Indiana. They have 2 stores in Evansville and 1 in Terre Haute, Indiana, which they're local to me. They also have a mailing list. So if you wanted to go and get their emails whenever they're having a sale, or if they're going to be bringing out any new products or anything like that, you can very easily be on their mailing list to get any of that information. Now also on their website, they have a coming soon tab and a new arrivals tab, which means that anything that they're going to be carrying in stock will be available on there. And they also have the new arrivals. Be anything that the store's got in stock, you'll be able to find it underneath that tab. Now, Juicifer 666. But first I gotta explain 666. Juicifer is a brand, and it is carried at Vapor Bank. They have the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and then they also have the 7 Deadly Sins. Now, I also have 2 out of the 4 of the 4 Horsemen line. I have Conquest, which is an apricot marshmallow. You wouldn't believe those two flavors could go together, but they do. And then my husband's favorite is Famine, which is a peanut butter chocolate fudge banana vape. It sounds complex, but all the Juicifer brands are very complex. but they taste and vape amazingly. That's what I've been vaping on. As you guys have been seeing the major clouds go on, that's been what I've been vaping on this whole time through my whole show so far. Now, the 666 line was launched last month, and it is created by Vapor Bank's chemists that are at home base down in Evansville, Indiana. And every batch, they have a website you go to, like eJuice Done Right, or eLiquid Done Right. And you can actually see how their clean room is made, how clean their facilities are, all of that stuff. And it's all perfected. They won't let anything out if it's not perfect to what they want it to be. Like recipes will take like maybe 3, 4, 6 times just to get just perfect. Now, this is the 3 of the 666. As you can tell, 666, Mark of the Beast. You get where this is going. Enforcement of the Apocalypse, 7 Deadly Sins, etc., etc. So this is the number 6, and its profile is a banana. Let me take a drink first. There we go. Might forgive the scratching of the bottle. It's been in my purse for a bit, but this is the banana custard cream. This one, which is the Roman numeral of 6, is the vanilla custard cream. And this, which is just the written number 6, is a milk and honey. Now, milk and honey is the best seller out of all 3 of these. It is palm fishy. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. It's stuff that you can't vape. But the milk and honey, which is this one right here, the number handwritten out 6, is the best seller of all 3. And it's a complicated mix of milk and honey. There are other milk and honeys out on the market. This one far exceeds all of them. This one makes it totally blows it all out of the water. And it's amazing. I mean, you taste the milk, but on the exhales, when you get that nice, the succulent taste of the honey on the undertone, and it's completely an amazing flavor complexity, but it's a good complex, and it's just the nuances in the milk and honey just work together amazingly well, and it holds up, and the complexity of it is why it makes it the best seller in this whole line. And now we're gonna burn off. The vanilla custard cream. I know I got some custard fans up in here. I know Vapin' Dave is a custard fan. And I know his favorite is the Fog Fuel by Vaporcraft. I personally have never had Fog Fuel or Vaporcraft, but this custard cream, this is vanilla custard cream, and I can... It's a smooth vanilla. It's a complex vanilla. And it's got that creamy, like a creme flavor, as well as the vanilla and the custard. It's a complex vanilla. Revolver, I am using a Sigeli 150 Oni edition. I got this in February of this past year, before the first issue of the Onis. This one is the number 6, the VI of the Juicifer Vanilla Custard Creme. If you like custards, this is right up your alley. The flavors, they don't overpower each other. They don't overpower each other at all. It blends well, And these are all ready to vape right out the bottle. So I mean, you get it, you're gonna love it. I love it. But I mean, this is just, it's just complex. But it's a good complex because some complex juices end up tasting like shit. This complex juice, FB, custards, I like custards. To me, they taste like a nice dessert. And it should taste like a nice dessert. It should have the flavor there that it should have with a dessert. Because a custard is considered a dessert. And it should have that nice, like, decadent flavor. Okay, the number 6, which is a banana custard cream. Go!
Rain. Rain, get over here. Just get over here. Rain. You got drinks over here. Come on.
Now this is a banana custard and cream.
You got jugs over here. You got 2 jugs.
Most bananas, they have like that banana candy taste, like banana rocks. This is far from being a banana run flavor. This is like the fresh fruit vanilla. Oh, Vaping Granny, they have a strawberry vape there at Jucifer at Vapor Bank, and it is to die for. And I have personally sampled it, and it is amazing. I believe it is under the 7 Deadly Sins line. But you get the notes of like the vanilla cream and the custard, but it's banana. But it's not a candy banana by any means necessary. This is completely 100% a loyal banana flavor, like most bananas should be, not the candy, like the fruit banana. That's what this tastes like. And it's the custard and the cream, and it's an amazing blend together. And I do like this one. This one is amazing. And it's a smooth vape. A vape should be smooth. This is a smooth, and they're all max VG. And if you drip or if you tank, these are both work together fantastically. I drip it, I tank it, it's all amazing. Because some days with my carpal tunnel, I can't drip, so I use tank. I'm not gonna deny that. I use tank. But this is amazing. And if you are in Terre Haute or in Evansville, you can definitely stop by Vapor Bank and you can definitely pick up your own version. You can pick these up, and they also do online ordering as well. Hey, Fats, how's it going, hon? But you can also order it. And yes, there's a Vapor Bank in Terre Haute. It's on 3rd Street, right across from the Steak and Shake and Moe's Grill. That banana though, the banana and the creme and the custard, it's an amazing, decadent, yummy flavor. So, who here would like all 3 of these bottles? Not my bottles, but get your own line. The whole line, all 3 of these. All 3 of these. And they come in strengths of 0, 3, 6, 9, 12, and 18. They come in, they cater to everybody. Depending on if you are a high nick vapor, low nick vapor, 0 nick vapor, they have it. Yes, it is one hell of a giveaway, and I was blessed with this, and I would like to have at least, let me see here, how many people do we have? We have 34 people here. I have one of the mods roll at least 10 randoms because this is big, and I hope that you can remember what this giveaway is for. Thank you, Granny. That is so sweet. Thank you so much for doing that. Give them a like. You know, tell them thank you for this amazing giveaway. Let them know that this was so kind of them to be able to give away something this massive. And vapor banks are open 10 to 9. At least the one here in my town is open 10 to 9 Monday through Saturday and 11 to 7 on Sundays. So yes, if you need juice on a Sunday, you can hit them up. If you live in Evansville, near Evansville or near Terre Haute, you can pop in there and you can get them. You can get your juice fix. Do I have a mod here that can roll the 10 randoms for me? And I got crickets. There's Fishy. Okay, Fishy, I need 10 randoms. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the winner is... Please tell me you know what you won. Please tell me you know what you won. Do you know what you won? I know you're loyal to this channel. I hope you know what you won. Yes, ma'am, you won 3 bottles of Juicifer 666 from Vapor Bank. Can you please fill out the winner's form? Now, I want you to put in there that you want the Juicifer 666 and let me know which Nick strength you need. It's going to be 0, 3, 6, 12, or 18. And you'll get the milk and honey. You will get the vanilla custard creme. And you will get the banana custard creme. You will get all 3 of these. You will get all 3 of them. And I would hope that you'll be able to go on their page afterwards and tell them what you think of it. Because the biggest thing they like hearing is if you like their juice. And if you do, tell them why you like. Tell them you like it. If you like it, let them know. Let's see here. We still got 34 people in here. That is awesome. That is very, very awesome. And now we're going to flip over here to my normal screen. You're very welcome, Saoirse. I want to take time to take a drink off of that. So what have we learned today? The people that wrote the article in Utah was completely way out of it. We learned that, Bill 2058 is wanting to be able to keep vaping alive. We know you need to join CASA because it's important. We have learned all about the Juicifer 666 line. We've talked about Vapor Bank. We've given away E-Juice Girl. We gave away all 3 of these. All 3 of these. And now, we've also learned that this turbo, while it does make an annoying sound and the liquid pools up here, it makes a great dense vape, but a good flavorful vape as well. And I noticed that I've been vaping and it's been coming out of my nose, and you still can't get past the sound. It actually, after you do it for a while, you get used to it. I've had this since Tuesday, and it is an amazing. I have not had the mutation X4. I have had the V3, and I do like the V3. It was about my third RDA that I bought, and it was actually a really good RDA. My husband's now claiming that one. He vapes as well, and he loves that one because he's got the right build on it for him, and he makes dense, thick clouds, and it's just a really good vape. I mean, it makes great vape. It makes a great vape. It really does. I was thinking, oh, it's gonna be a gimmicky. I'm gonna get tired of it because it makes a whiny noise all the time. It's gonna sound like a kazoo. No, it makes an amazing flavorful. It makes an amazing flavorful vape. Actually, Revolver, it doesn't. It has just the ohm symbols here on each side, and the two vents right here at the bottom. But the rest of it is actually right here. It's just the fan that's inside of it that actually keeps it cool. But it also has a nice spit guard in there too, so you don't have the popping of the hot juice whenever you take a drip. I do like that aspect of it. That's why I was wanting to get a Royal Hunter at one point, because it has that spit guard in it. But I like this spit guard better. Can you take the fan out? I'm not sure. I haven't thought about it. Actually, the mutation, you would think, I'm only familiar with the V3, and for me, the V3 has a lot of airflow, has like 18 holes. You would think it would lack in flavor, and it actually has really good flavor with it. Yeah, it doesn't link that bad, actually. Can I take the fan out of this? I'm not sure, but I like it. And it's a nice little novelty item because everybody be like, hey, what you got? Oh, I got a turbo. Does that make that fan sound? Yeah. But I mean, I've got this at 70 watts. 70 watts on a 0.5 build. And this makes amazing cloud, amazing flavor. Bear with me, guys. It makes a dense cloud, it makes a thick, flavorful cloud. But most RDAs, if you build it right, they can be a great RDA for you. It can be something great that you would like. You just gotta find, oh, thank you, Saoirse. Awesome, I'll get that turned into them. I'm only familiar with the V2, which is this one. But I know the V1 has a totally different design than the V2 does. So I'm only familiar with the V2 of it, and I do like this V2. While I wish that the cap here was designed a little bit differently, I still don't mind it. And the glass doesn't get hot, which is actually really nice. Because you would think the glass would get hot and it's going to burn your mouth. It doesn't. It stays cool with that fan as well. So it actually stays pretty reasonably cool. So, we've got a half hour. So what are we going to talk about? Okay, does anybody have any questions for me that I might be able to answer? I may not have a big gulp like Twisted and Chopper and Lisa, but I've got my own gulp. It holds as a double-walled mason jar. Not sure how much it holds, but it keeps it cool. What am I drinking? I am drinking Faygo Cola. Need a little caffeine this afternoon. Need a little extra caffeine jolt. I'm not sure how big it is, but it holds. And I got it on clearance at Walmart, so. And yes, tonight from 5 to 7 p.m. is going to be Vapin' Dave and Fishy with Club Vape. Please stick around and catch them because I know they've got some awesome stuff planned over there. And we do have shows every day of the week. Like tonight you're going to have Club Vape with Fishy and Dave. Tomorrow you're going to have Nothing But Vape with Slick from 1:30 to 3:30 in the morning. We're going to have our very own Fats chat from 3 to 5 with our very own Fat Vapor. And Dexter's Lab with Lisa and Twisted from 6 to 8. Tuesday you've got Dr. Oxide Sanctum from 4 to 7. And then Locked Up with Jersey Vapor and Vape Magic from 7 to 9. Wednesday's going to be Juicin' with Jen from 3 to 5. Kickin' Ash with Vape and Dave from 5 to 7. And then Thursday's going to be Dexter's Lab with Lisa and Twisted from 4 to 6. Fats and Kids going to be on from 6 to 8. And then going to be with Steamworks Vapors with Robert while he makes his box mods from 10 to 12. Friday you're going to have Nothing But Vape with Slick from 1:30 to 3:30. Tech and Sinner will be raving and vaping it up from 3 to 5. Mod Squad will be on Friday about midnight. Saturday is normally Club Vape with Vape and Dave and Fishy from 2 to 4. Juicin' with Vape and Gin from 10 to midnight. And there's going to be a Mod Squad from midnight till whenever. Before me on from 1 to 3 is Dexter's Lab with Lisa and Twisted. You have me from 3 to 4:30. Allie's 5 to 6. But today we're going to have Club Vape with Fishy and Vape and Dave. So we have shows every day of the week. If you go down and hit the little heart, you can follow us so you can keep track of when we're going to be on, who's going to be on. You get an email letting you know when we're going to be live. Yes, our channel is growing quickly, but you can always catch somebody here. And we also have flash shows with Country Cutie, Jedi Capricorn, and F-Bomb. And they will also announce them on our Facebook group. If you're not a part of our Facebook group, why aren't you? And you should be. It is fun. Go join our Facebook group. Post your wins. Be in the know. If any of our sponsors are going to be there, they're going to be able to post codes, ads, anything that they've got going on. Daily Vaping News is going to be on there also, letting us know about news and vape deals. Any of our hosts are going to be on. They'll let you know right then and there as well. So you will always know what is going on with the channel if you go over there and join our Facebook group. Thank you, girl from PA. That is very nice. I'm glad you enjoy our channel. Revolver, it is. Revolver, it is a fun atomizer. It is fun, but it also gets the job done. And that's what I like. I like having something that's going to keep me off the cigarettes. Because to me, any day that I'm not smoking is a day that I'm winning. And in 2 months, I'll be having my 1 year vaporversary. Revolver, I purchased mine from Vapor Bank. And I'm going to drop their information one more time over here. You'll find it in the rebuildable atomizer section on their website. And it is the Turbo V2. But it's a nice atomizer. I do like it. It's the tobacco clone, but it is nice because I have no shame in purchasing a clone. Yes, Yursa, the descriptions are amazing, and I have personally tried the Conquest, Famine, all three of the 666, and I've also tried the one that is in the 7 Deadly Sins, that is the strawberry one. They know what they're doing there, with the Juicifer line. They really, really do know. And they also have other lines. I've recently had the chance to try Lux, and they've got two flavors with that line. One of them is called Oreo, and it tastes like an Oreo cookie. And I don't even like chocolate vapes. I'm not a big chocolate vape fan. I never have been. And it's amazing. The Oreo is amazing. And Bam Bam with the Lux line, it tastes like like whenever you remember when we were kids and we used to like go into the cereal box and grab a handful of Fruity Pebbles and we just shoved them in our mouth, dry as all hell. That's what the Bam Bam tastes like. It tastes like a handful of Fruity Pebbles that you stole out of that box and just vaping it, and it tastes amazing. Yes, the clone is $39 there, but it's well built, it's well machined, and it's just a great thing. Yes, Blue-Eyed Blonde, I am from the great mecca that is known as Terre Haute. But yeah, I'm local here, and I've been doing this for 10 months. Yes, they do have a lot of the ones there. And during their sales that they run periodically about 3 to 4 times a year, they also have those clones on the RDAs and the tanks and devices on sale. And if you sign up for their email list, you'll get a chance to be aware of whenever they're going to have those sales. So that way you can be able to purchase them for the stupidly discounted price, which is an amazing cheap price. I know that some people are buying like the Atlantis tanks for like $20, the Nautilus tanks for $10 whenever they do their sales and stuff like that. They have a lot of good sales going on. And they also get new stuff every week. They're not going to be like some of these regular B&Ms that just stay stagnant all the time. They get new stuff all the time. I know that they've recently got the sub box kits there. And they are... I have a sub box. I'm not gonna lie. I have a sub box, and it's good. It's a good travel device. But you can find all of that there. You can find it all there. But yes, if you guys want a good custard that's ready to vape, I highly recommend the 6 and the 6, the number 6, the letters, the written out word 6, and the VI 6. These are awesome. They're awesome. And they're ready to vape. All the stuff you get, it's ready to vape right then and there. Like you crack that bottle open, it's good to go. It's right good to go. No steep time needed because it's just crafted that well there. Almost losing my earpiece again. Yes, no steep time juices are great. Like I always say, like a juice is good. It's going to be good on day one and day done. And these are spot on, ready to go right then and there, and they're going to be good the day that I get done vaping them. And the Vapor Bank also has other juices as well. They don't have just the Juicifer line. They have Lux, they have Ninja, they have their house juice, which is the Vapor Bank line. The high density line is a higher VG mix of some of their best sellers. They recently got in like Liberation Vape, which is Evan, the one that was on my show a couple weeks ago. They also carry his line there too. So I mean, they've got a lot of stuff. Well, I'm glad you're able to stop by Angel Vapes too. It's really nice to see you, see new faces here. No, I do not have a coupon for Vapor Bank. I do not. But I mean, I was blessed with this giveaway of the whole line. So I mean, I was truly blessed to be told, hey, would you be willing to do this? And yes, I had no problem with that whatsoever. That milk and honey though, that milk and honey, I'm still sold on that. That's just a really good vape right there too. It's complex, but it's a good complex. Like most of their juices there, they're complex, but they're amazing. They are amazing. Give me 1 second. Dear, can you hand me another one of the other Four Horsemen lines so I can show them that bottle? Thank you, sir. Now, this is Famine. This is my husband's personal favorite, one of his all-day vapes. This is the bottle for for the Four Horsemen line, and this is a peanut butter banana fudge. This one is known as Famine, and this one is amazing, amazing, amazing. So trust me, you would really, if you like peanut butter banana fudge, or you do, and this banana is almost like the same banana that is in this one. It's not the Brunt's banana flavor. It is a truly amazing banana flavor in this as well. This works too. And I'm not usually a chocolate fan, but I like this one, and I like the Oreo and the Lux line. FBG, I would implore you to try these. They're really good. The Four Horsemen is very, very good. They all have their little quirks about what flavor that you don't think that the mixes together would taste good. Hey, Nick Team No Steve, welcome. You wouldn't think that those flavors would work well together, but they do. And that's the biggest thing, is that they work well together. Well, I have got a few things I have got to do today, so I have got to cut this short by about 15 minutes. So, with that, I bid you adieu. I've got things I got to take care of around the house. It's my only day off from work today, this past week. So, thank you guys for chilling with me. And what I always say at the end, keep calm and vape on.